my channel. I'm Lori. Welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. And this is Anastasia, or Anya. Hello. And we're here today to do my late March wrap-up. I'm going to be like bending down and stuff because my cart's right here and I got all the books down here. So I'm going to reach for it. And I'm too lazy today. I do not feel like writing everything down. So I'm just going to look here and I'll tell you what I read and what the ratings are. I know most of my ratings were 5 and 6 stars. So let's get started. The first one I've read, sorry, like I said, I'll be out of the picture a little bit. The first one I read was Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This one I gave 4 stars. It's about an angel and a devil. And once upon a time, an angel and a devil fell in love. It did not end well. I thought it was pretty good. I was a little bored in parts of it. It was more like probably a 3.75, but it was good enough to get rolled up to get bumped up to a 4-star on Goodreads. And I forget the girl's name. There's Kuro, forget how you say her name, and Akiva, something like that. And I have the other 2 I'm definitely going to continue on, so I'm super excited about that. I'm just going to put it right here. Let's see. The next one I read was a 6-star read. And that was the second book in the Crave series by Tracy Wolff. This is Jackson. I'm not going to say one of the characters in case you haven't read the first one. But there's Jackson, there's Flint, there's Grace. I always forget what her name is. That's her name. I'm so bad at remembering names, you guys. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Grace. I can't find it. But I think it's Grace is her name. I'll double check because I'll be able to find it right pretty soon. Yeah, Grace. It was so good. I gave the first one 6 stars. This one 6 stars. Like, I just love it. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's too much like, what's it called? Twilight. But I like it a lot more than Twilight. A lot more. It's really good. The next one was a reread. I'm not going to grab it, which was 6 of Crows. I didn't like it as much as I did the first time around. Like, I think because at the time I read these, I wasn't doing like a 6-star for favorite, so it was a 5. And this time it felt more like I gave it a 5 on here, but it was more like a lower 5, almost a 4.75. And in case you don't know what it's about Kaz and Inej and some other people, and they want to pull off a heist. And yeah, so that's that one. And then I read the next book and the final one in that duology, which was Crooked Kingdom. And I actually like Crooked Kingdom better this time around than I did 6 of Crows. First time I gave Crooked Kingdom, I think I gave it a 4-star. This time it was a 5. It was so good. So good. Let me find the next one. I got books all over the place. I'm going to put this one here. And then the next one was The Gilded Ones by Naomi. Yeah, Naomi Foran, something like that. This is, I think, like if they're normal, if their blood is red, and then if their blood turns gold, it's they're a demon, and her blood, of course, turns gold. And if they're gold, you're supposed to they kill ya. They're supposed to kill ya. And they do a lot of stuff to you before they kill you. Believe me, they do. It was so good. It was so dark, though, you guys. Very, very dark. But so good. I really liked, I forget her name, the main character. Daka. Deka. I loved her so much. She was awesome. And oh wow, so much stuff that you find out about this book, and so much stuff that this poor girl goes through. Like, oh my gosh, that ending was awesome. The ending is what made it a 6-star. At first I was like, okay, it's gonna be a 5-star, it's gonna be a 5-star. I got to that end and I was like, dang, I can't give it a 5. I have to give it a 6. And this one I read for Alocratia or whatever you want to call it. But I loved it. Definitely recommend it. Definitely. And then I read Lost Boys by Adrian Thomas. Can't remember if this was a straight 5 or if I gave it a 6. Let me see if I put it down. Yeah, I gave it a 5-star. It was really good. I'm kind of thinking about maybe putting it to a 6. I'm still debating about it, but for right now, we'll just keep it at a 5. But this is like a retelling of Peter Pan, and the girl's brothers, her and her brothers went missing, and she came back and they didn't. And Peter is trying to, I'm trying to make sure I don't spoil it, so I'm trying to make sure that they, oh, and Peter is trying to find out what happened to the missing kids, because these kids are going missing. So they work together. And yeah, it was really good. It was, I cried in certain spots. Oh, it was so awesome. But it was so sad. And look at that cover, you guys. There's so many gorgeous covers. Like, oh my gosh, chef's kiss on that cover. Then another reread, I read, what is it called? No, I forgot. You know what, I skipped one in order, what order it went in. After I read Crush and before Six of Crows, I read This Golden Flame. This was a 5-star. This is by Emily Victoria. This is, I know, he's an AI, or what do they call them things? Is it an AI? No, that ain't what he is. That's the name of the place. He's a autotomic, how do you say that word? And she's just, of course, a human. And I'm trying to remember all that happened. It's been a while since, it was one of the first books I read last month, so. Oh yeah, her brother went missing, and she wants to try to find them, and he's trying to find out the autotom. Her name is Karis, and the autotom is Alec, and he's trying to find out something about his, the one that created his father, his creator, and it was so good. There was a lot of twists and turns. This was more like a 4.5. But rounded up to 5 for Goodreads, because yeah, it kept me going, and it was a fast read, and it was fun, and yeah, I just had a good time reading it. All right, now let me get back to where I was. Then, like I said, I read King of Scars, which was a reread. Loved it. This is with Nikolai, who's in Shadow and Bone. He doesn't come into Shadow and Bone until the second book, but it's his story, along with Zora and Nina. Zora has been in, he was in all 3 in the Shadow and Bones. And you'll meet Nina for the first time in Six of Crows. And it was just a reread. I liked it. I actually liked it a little bit better this time than last time, but not much more. Well, actually, no, that ain't right. Actually, I think the first time I gave it a 5-star, and this time it was a 4-star, if I'm not mistaken. That was right. And then the last book I read was, and all those that I didn't say was by Lee Bardugo, of course. And of course, I read everything for I Would Be Ready for the Shadow and Bone / Six of Crows. That's coming on Netflix on the 23rd of this month. So yeah, all that was for that. This month, I finished the last one in the duology for King of Scars. So I'm caught up. I mean, I'm done with that series unless she does another one later down the road. And the last book I gave 4 star. It was another one that was more like a 3.5, 3.75, but I liked it enough because of the ending that I gave it a 4. And I definitely want to read Kingdom of Copper. So if you guys know, Kingdom of Copper is the second one. The first one is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. This one was good. It was like boring the first half. Like I was so bored for most of this. But the last 150 pages, this is a big book. This is, how many pages was in here? I'm trying to remember. It was, I know it was a little over 500. It was 526 pages, yeah. And I was kind of bored until the last like 150 pages. This girl, Nara, how do you say her name? It's Nahri. She accidentally unleashes this Dejin, I forget how you said that kind of word. It's oh, never mind. I was thinking of something else. But she accidentally summons Dara, who is a Dejin, how you say that, warrior, during one of her cons. And she finds out something, and they go to this place that you will find this guy, I forget his name. Ain't I awful? I'm so bad at remembering names. There's this guy, Alizair. It's Alizayd, but they call him Eli or Ili, A-L-I. And yeah, there's his, right now I don't know about the other books, of course I haven't read them, but in this one it's his point of view and Nazara's point of view. Like I said, again, the ending saved this book, like really. Like that last 150 pages was like, ooh. And Ali, how do you say his name? Eli? I'm not sure how you say it, but he was, I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion because I haven't really watched reviews yet since, I just finished it, but he was actually my favorite character out of the guys, or whatever you want to say, out of the beings. Like, I'm sure a lot of people like Dara, D-A-R-A, but I don't know, I didn't really care for him all that much. To me, he was kind of a jerk, and I didn't like the way he talked, and I didn't like some of the things he did in the book. I will say towards the end, I started liking him a tiny bit more, but still not enough, not as much as Ali. I don't know. I got the next book on audio, so I'm going to listen to that, and maybe I'll be able to pronounce how to say his name right. But I definitely liked it enough, especially because of that ending, to give it, give the next book a chance. And plus, I got the next book. I don't have the third book, so the only way I'll read the third, buy the third book is if I do like the second book. If I don't like the second book, then that's going to be it. But I'm hoping to really like it because I know so many people love this book. And like I said, I don't know if I'm the unpopular opinion. I probably am because I usually am on my ship. On who I like. But like I said, I really like him a lot. Ali. Yeah, there's just something about him that really makes me like be interesting in his his storyline. And his storyline is the part that I'm talking about that made me like love the last 150 pages or so, and makes me want to see what's going to happen in Kingdom of Copper, because I got to know if he's good, what's going to happen after that situation. But also with all parties involved, even Dara, how do you say his name is? even him, I want to know, like, all three, like, what's going to happen to all three of them. So I'm super excited to find out. And I'm hoping, like I said, that it will be at least a 3.5, 4 star like this one. And then I'll be able to buy the third one and finish the series. But those were the 9 books I read. So 3 of them were rereads, I believe. Yeah, King of Scars was a reread. Crooked Kingdom, 6 of Crows. All those were rereads. So, sorry, my face is itching. So 6 were new books that I've never read, and 3 were new rereads. And I had a lot of, like, a couple of them would have been, like I said, are more like a 3.5, but round up to 4. So I had a really good month. Nothing was below a 4. Even though, like I said, some of them technically would be behind a 4 because they're more like a 3.5. But like I said, since it's Goodreads, since I go with, I put down in my book whatever I give it on Goodreads. So like if I give it if I round it up to a 4 on Goodreads, then it'll be a 4 in my book because I write it in my book usually. And if it's a 3 on Goodreads, then I'll write it a 3 in my book. Yeah, I usually don't put like the halves. So yeah, but that's it. I did, I know 9 books don't sound like a lot, but a lot of these books were over 500 pages. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and also Crooked Kingdom and King of Scars was for Tome Topple. So I did finish 2 books for Tome Topple. Woohoo! Wait, no, sorry. King of Scars and the City of Brass, sorry, were for Tome Topple, not Crooked Kingdom, because I finished Crooked Kingdom before that. So yeah, King of Scars, City of Brass was for Tome Topple, and like I said, the Gilded ones was the only one I got to read during the Owl Crate-a-thon, whatever it's called. But yeah, that is it. I can't think of anything else to tell you guys. Yeah. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought of them. Let me know what your favorite book in March was. And also let me know what books you're really excited about this month. I know this month it's already like, what, the 6th or the 7th? It's the 7th? Yeah, 7th. But, yeah, let me know, like, what you're the most excited for, or did you already read, like, a real exciting book this month? I've read so many good books this month. I'll give you a spoiler alert. I read so far 3 books this month. I gave The Roommate by Rosie Danan, how do you say it? 5 stars. I read The Infinite, how do you say that noise? How do you say that word? By Lauren Shippen, something like that. I gave that one 5 stars. And World of Wolves, I gave 6 stars. The other 2, I'm really like so tempted to give all 3 of them 6 stars. Because all of them, like, oh gosh, all of those books. But you'll find out in my wrap up. I don't know if I'm going to do, depending on how many books I read, I might do a mid-month wrap up. Unless I don't read that many like this month. But yeah, that is it. I hope you guys all have a great day, night, evening, whatever the time it will be when you guys see this, because it probably won't be up until tomorrow or Friday. And let me know, like I said, down in the comments, how you guys are doing, and your favorite book from last month, least favorite book from last month. Yeah. My least favorite out of these would be The City of Brass, or, what did I say that one was called? Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Those 2 were my least favorites. If I had to say a least favorite, those would be the 2. All right, you guys. Happy reading. I hope you guys all have a great reading month. And little girl thinks the same thing. She hopes you guys have a good reading month as well. And she says bye. And she loves you all. She's so cute. Just look at that face. You guys, I mean, she's got the cutest puppy face. And she smells like a puppy. She got that puppy breath smell. She got that puppy smell. Puppy breath. Puppy breath. Puppy breath. Puppy breath. Okay. Say goodbye to everybody. Say bye. Say until next time. Lori and Anastasia is out of here.
Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.